Hello, future people. Welcome to Getting Tabled. And today we're Jason the Bruce. And today we're going to have a look at the biggest change to the Bakemono. Today we're going to have a look at tuning. So, a little while ago, Brother Bear and I were able to do a preview of this guy. It had been initially previewed at a local event here in Australia, and the person that ran that event offered the details across to us so that we could actually show it off on the podcast. We were very impressed by this guy for a number of reasons, but we're going to go through, have a look at the card and remind you as to why, and then we're going to have a look at the model as well. All right, and here we go. So we have Tu-Ning. He's from the Bakemono. He will cost you 7 rice. He only has 1 melee. He can boost it for 3. I don't really know why you'd bother. He has 1 ranged. You're not going to be using it. He can move 3. He's got 4 wounds. He generates 1 key, which goes into the Bakemono pool. This guy is unarmed. He's got a -2 strength modifier. This guy is not there to attack. Trust me, that's not what he's for. He has camouflage 6 inches, which is actually quite impressive. Cowardly and tiny, which is fairly normal. And he has rally. So, rally will cost you 3. You need to be active, and it's a pulse within 8 inches. Remove all frightened markers from all friendly models within the pulse. This is huge. Because most of the Bakemono are cowardly, this is a big problem for the Horde. He helps counteract it. However, his unique effect is huge. The first time you use summon from the Shadow Key feat each turn, do not mark the once per turn box. This will allow you to use it twice. This has become the most must-take item in your Bakemono lists. It's not broken. It's not nasty. This is simply must-take. This helps counteract their glass cannon nature. One of the problems with Bakemono is that once that wave starts to die down, it's really hard to get it back again. Your games tend to go in one direction or the other. This will help balance it out a little bit. This will help you actually compete with some of your harder opponents. This is huge. Once again, his metal, that shouldn't be surprising to anybody at this point. All right. So, here we go. Getting a bit of a look at his face here. So, it looks like the trumpet comes in 2 parts. That's probably not surprising given the curved nature of it. But looks like that's the other piece. This is definitely one of the models where I suspect that people are going to wish that it actually came with instructions. Got the body here as well. This is quite nice. A lot of this will be much easier to see when I actually put the model together. I will be doing this just like I did with Yamamori as well. I do love, like, they are little, but I like the fact that they're all muscular and stuff, despite how small they are. I really, really love these models. I believe that's going to end up going like that in the base. I could be wrong. The head actually has 2 connection points. So his neck actually connects and the arm connects to the hand as well. That's definitely going to help. Obviously, one of the problems with metal is it coming apart. That will definitely help with things going together a little bit better. And then this will end up connecting into there. And honestly, in a way that you don't even really see the connection. That's actually really good. Nice detail on the hat too. More so than I expected, in all honesty. I wasn't really sure from the picture whether this was sculpted detail or not. I'm glad to see that it is. Probably not the most intricate detail I've seen from GCT, but I really do love this model. I really do love this model. Oh well, let's see what he looks like when he's built. And here we have the completed version of Tu-Ning. Now, first things first, just to be completely honest, it's actually been a couple of days since I filmed the first part of this video, because for some reason I forgot to film the rest of this on the day in question. I don't quite know how that happened. So, first things first. The arm connecting to here, connected into the very top of his instrument here. And then you had another curved bit that came and connected to the very back of the hat. That's the bit that's just outside of his mouth. Now, with the way that this is sculpted, that does not actually come as close to his mouth as the pictures suggested, which is interesting. Though, to be fair, I actually think I prefer this. I just thought it was probably worth noting because some people might get disappointed by finding that out. I really, really, really like this Mini. It comes together really nicely. I mean, the main reason for the 40mm base, obviously, is because the instrument there, it's also going to help with his pulse being able to reach as many people as possible. It is, however, going to mean that he's more vulnerable to ranged attacks. So you're going to have to be careful with that. Not that keeping this guy alive is going to mean the winning or losing of your game, but it is definitely worth keeping an eye out. I'm a big fan of Tu-Ning. I think it's pretty fair to say that most of the Bakemono players are as well. It's not that the Bakemono couldn't work without him. It's that this made the Bakemono very, very playable. Not that they weren't playable beforehand. The Bakemono are popular because they're just fun. But Tu-Ning in particular, this makes a big difference. If you play Bakemono, you have to own this. You have no choice. You have to buy this. It's that good. You've made it through to the end of another video. Your next mission is to hit subscribe and comment down below. If you'd like to reach out to the team, consider doing that, gettingtabled@gmail.com. Consider subscribing to our Patreon. For only $2 a month, you get early access to almost every single video that we do. Our most active social media is facebook.com/gettingtabled. It's where you'll find everything first. There's also a Discord. There's an invite on screen right now. If you type that in, it'll give you instant access. If you're on Twitter or Instagram, you can find us at gettingtabled. It's not the most active, but it's something we're trying to use more all the time. Come and check out Jason the Bruce at Twitch. He does both video game and hobby content. And of course, without question, play more games.